Hey y'all, how's everyone doing? Well, I was getting ready and I thought I'd go ahead and do my eye makeup with y'all today. Is that okay with y'all? I have already put on my base, contour blush, went ahead and did eyebrows, a little bit of liner, and I was finishing up. I'm using eye makeup from Dior. This is New Look $5.99. So the number is $5.99, and this is from the 5 Couleurs Couture collection. In other words, there's 5 colors. This is in the new packaging, not the old that was blue and had a dome with the word in there, kind of like deep in there. I loved that packaging. This is just flat packaging with black and silver. It's sleek, but I still like the other better. But that's the difference in the packaging. I wonder if it was a save money on the packaging, because I can imagine the other was more expensive. But this is where it's got the 5 colors. It's got the 4 around one color. And the one you can do the best on this is when you can hit that middle color being a color that can double for blush, and you've got a small face palette in your purse. So I do actually like the concept of that. But anyway, this is not one of those because that's too dark. It's kind of like a burgundy brown, so it definitely, no, I wouldn't say that can double for a blush or lipstick, but some of them have more like a pink or coral tone, and when it's that, then yes, I would say that would work, and I would say definitely do it. It's nice to have something that's small and nice in your purse. And the only thing about putting something in your purse is it will likely get all crumbly, so I wouldn't put an expensive palette typically in a purse, but hey, yellow. You only live once. So, all right, so we've put the highlighter color on, and we've done it under the brow, we've kind of just put it over the lid, mainly in the bulbous part center of your eye, and then in the inner corner. Just to make sure you have a little bit of shine here, and open up the inner corner to be a little more bright. Okay, now I'm going to use the large fluffy brush E50, I believe it is. Yes, E50 from Sigma. It's a wider brush, and that's what I like to use for my transition color. And there's a couple you could either use this tone or that tone. And I'm thinking today, I don't know, I think I'll use this because it's a lighter color. We're going to tap it off. And it's more of a gray brown, and just because of what I'm wearing today, that still goes with my skin tone, which is cooler, and gray brown will go better with my outfit. And so that transition color is right under where you did the highlight on the brow bone, but before the crease. So you blend it kind of from the brow bone down to the crease, and it just kind of makes literally a transition of color from this bright, highlight color, which I'm going to reinforce a little, because if you go over it, you can always just go back and reinforce what you had. Okay, and then I'm also going to just double reinforce this lid being frosted today. Sometimes I like to go with a dark color on the lid, sometimes I like to go with a light color on the lid. Okay, I will tell you something, no matter how much I put on my lid, it is not getting a whole lot lighter. So, and that color, this has little brushes in the palette, which is also nice to have in your purse because you can't have this big brush set, obviously. But that color should get darker unless it's just supposed to be a very transparent color. Now when I'm using my finger, that does help. And also when you use, when you wet it, there are wet dry makeups, and so that when you wet it, it does work better. So what you can do, let me just show you, is get a flat shader, not a fluffy, but a flat. See how it's flat that way? Okay, and you can get a wet product like MAC Fix Plus, and I've got the mini size, so let me just spray that a little bit and get it wet. Some people also use that to set their makeup. Okay, and so now you put it in the color and really load the brush up good, because it's almost going to make it almost not a paste, like a cream. It turns it into a cream when it gets it wet. So now it should really, the color should build better. We're just going to see what the difference is. makes it into almost a cream. Still not much different. Maybe a little, but not much. So it's just interesting that no matter how much I put on, I just am not getting much color payoff on this particular color. There we go. Because I want it to be light, and in the palette it's light. So I don't know why. Oh, I just got that in the brown, so that just ruined that. I'll have to literally wipe this whole top of this palette off because now I accidentally did it into the brown color that's right next to it. Try one more time. And now there's such a buildup of the product's really showing my wrinkles, y'all. So that's not good either. There. And there. So that's enough. And that's as bright as it's going to get. Okay. And then I did want to use a tapered blending brush, which is E45, and use this other color right here. And because it's tapered, you want to either do it this way and turn it, or just roll it. I'm being kind of like, I don't know, spastic a little bit. Roll it and then go just into the crease. Stay in the crease only. And that's why I'm going a little shorter so there's no fallout, and I'm kind of pressing down. And then bringing that in a little bit. And it just adds a little bit of definition. You see the difference here and here. It's a little more defined. For a daytime look, you could definitely stay with this. Y'all know me. I like to add the drama of definition and different dimensions of color. Just that's me. I enjoy the artistry of adding this third color in and darkening up that crease and kind of blending it back. Okay, and then also I would use that same color with a short shader or an E20. Some people call that a smudge brush. Again, you could get it wet or you could just use it dry. Definitely just go through the lashes, not below them. And then you can connect at the corner and stamp right, almost like a liner. See the difference in that and that? Some people say it pulls the eye down. I don't think it pulls the eye down. I think if you're getting older, your skin is definitely going to start looking like it's coming down because it is, and no amount of, you know, me doing that is going to change it. I'm also going to run the same color through my brow a little, just to reinforce my brow today a little bit. Here. And it's the color that it could. A good reinforcement color, both on the front and in the back end. Here. What do y'all think? Let me get it a little better on this end. Here. Alright, and then also I like to make sure that I have on the actual waterline a little bit darker color, so we're going to use this. This is Thrive Cosmetics liner. And we're just going to go right on the waterline, on the lower waterline, and tight lining, or the upper waterline. And once you get used to not pointing at the eyeball, but the skin flap right below the lash, look how quickly you can do that, not hit your eyeball. Okay. And there is the lined look. Now, you can leave that, or you can add a little bit of mascara. I have no idea where I'm at on time, y'all. So I guess I need to find what in the world I did with my glasses. I did this. I don't know what I did with them. I don't know where they are. So I'm just going to keep going. If it goes past the time, well then just know we ended on a very nice note. Maybe if I just got closer. I think it says 9 minutes. Okay. My preset, I think, is 12 minutes, and I'm going to learn about how to change presets on my camera, because on the other channel, Pure Bible, I am not wanting to be cut off in 12 minutes, because sometimes if we talk about scripture and then pray, it's taking longer. And I don't really want those to be in parts, whereas I don't mind if makeup videos are in parts. You know? I can't believe I just did that. I blinked. And luckily, oops, there's my little cloth I have right there. Luckily, it didn't hurt it too bad. I do have a little bit of fallout. Let me finish with this though. And we're just going to squint and just go right through the tip ends of the lashes. I definitely love lower lashes. I don't know what is the big craze. And again, where people say it takes the look, the eye down to look below. It's like, guys, whether you have wrinkles there or eyelashes there, it's still going to be noticeable. So I don't mind it going down. Alright. And then again over here. I had already done one crimping with my eyelash curlers while I'm doing this, but I do always suggest using an eyelash curler. Personally, if you want your eyelashes to stand up, use an eyelash curler. And then always get right at the base. Pull down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle down. And let's just refill the brush a little bit, not too much. There we go. Tipping the ends to make sure they show up is always a good idea. That's just me. I'm going to go a little slower so I don't accidentally blink and then get it everywhere, because the reason it matters, this is one of those mascaras that's very wet, and so you got to be really careful. Again, I'm going to tip the ends. You got to squint to lift them up away from the skin. You have to squint. And then there you have it. There we go. Here. It's good enough. I think there's some